The Zacks Rank, value, momentum, growth, and income all factor into Zacks Rank buys.
We're going to talk value stocks now one more time for 2015 with our value strategist, Tracey Ryniec, who has, in fact, found two stocks in the value category.
That's right.
I don't know if we've talked about these before.
We never have.
Or not.
No, it's all new.
So the one, for you anyway,
That's
I
right.
think I've talked about these with other
You might have.
strategists, but for our purposes here, Horizon Pharmaceutical
Yes.
is one of the value stocks, obviously pharmaceutical company.
Right. You probably talked about this one with maybe John Blank, who
Maybe.
does international stocks for the International Trader, because they are based in Ireland, biopharmaceutical, as you said. Mainly they're over there, you know, obviously for tax reasons and all that stuff. But they do a lot of orphan drugs and like arthritis, anti-inflammatory, that kind of stuff. But the analysts think there's a lot of good things going on with them. They have been acquiring other smaller drug companies, and they've been growing quickly by doing that. And they're just in a good space in the drug category. And you can see here, I put up the earnings estimates. They're, you know, really jumping here for this year and next year. Huge earnings growth for next year. We're supposed to see about 70% this year and almost another 40% next year, which is kind of unheard of for like a value stock.
Yeah.
I mean, it's trading under 14 times, and you get this kind of growth. So I was real excited to see this because we don't see it very often. And then when I looked at the chart, I was even more excited because these shares have seen a big pullback, mainly I think because of the Valiant issues, and a lot of the drug companies got sold off over the summer, and it started to recover a little bit, but that's where the cheapness comes in. So now it's kind of a buying opportunity here if you're looking for, you know, something in the more glamorous biopharm area and not just like one of the big, you know, steady Eddie drug companies like we've covered it with Pfizer or someone like that.
Sure. This
is a way to get a little bit more glamorous name at a really great valuation.
No dividend.
No dividends. So you are paying for, you're getting that growth, but
Right.
that's the trade-off here. You're getting, you know, possibly 40% earnings growth next year.
Okay, that doesn't sound too bad.
No.
Dean Foods, DF the ticker, is one based in the Chicago metro area.
Yeah, I was a little reluctant to put this one on today, even though it is a value. It's trading a little bit under 15 times, only because opposite of Horizon, there's not a lot of growth here. I mean, if you're thinking about, we know Dean because their ice cream is all in the entire Chicago area, but you know, they're huge in milk,
Right.
and they are nationwide, but milk is kind of struggling now. I never thought I would say that, but you have all these other alternatives now that, you know, the silk stuff and the almond milk and all these other things that people are now going towards.
Right.
So I put it up because it is a value, and you can see the earnings estimates are rising. We do have the Zacks #1 rank, so I like that story too, but very little year-over-year growth expected for next year, almost none if you look at this. Is that a bad thing? Value investors don't always need the growth, but
They're an old line company. Could this just
They
be one
are.
of those slow and steady stories?
Well, yes, because I do look at those companies a lot of times, and you can find value there, but I'm a little bit scared about the milk alternatives and that there really isn't going to be much growth there. And while the shares are cheap, just under 15 times, it's not like they're trading at 8 times or something where I'm getting a real good bargain. And then I took a look at the chart, and they've basically been treading water here, not doing too much over, this is a 2-year chart.
Yeah.
So over 2 years, you're kind of underperforming the market. That is, again, why it's considered a value stock. The value stocks are the ones that are usually ignored by the market. But I don't hate the story, and I do think there's some good valuation here, and you do get a little bit of dividend
Small
with this.
dividend,
Yeah,
yeah.
1.6% yield now. So if you're looking in the food space, this is one maybe to keep on your radar.
Okay, do you own either one?
I do not.
All right. If you want to check out more stock information, all you need to do is get over to our website, Zacks.com. You can link to a lot of different articles, stock picks, stock picking strategies, a lot of information right off the homepage. And a reminder, if you're watching our videos on the YouTube platform, there is where you can subscribe to them and even comment on them. With Tracey, I'm Terry Ruffalo.